Hi, welcome back to Half-Life 2 Update. We're gonna start with the commentary note that we didn't get to last time, and then, longly awaited episode on d.tube.
When creating an area, level designer Aaron Barber found it important to first become very familiar with the type of environment that he was attempting to create. This can be done by watching movies or documentaries, as well as studying architecture books and reference photos. He would start the design process by conceptualizing the level as a whole, creating an overall layout before focusing on the details of each individual area. Then he would work on the composition of each area, not worrying about textures or lighting. Finally, he would iteratively add in details, breaking the level down into a series of smaller issues until it was complete. This top-down approach ensured the level as a whole was cohesive, and it allows for large changes to be made before individual areas are polished.
I was about to comment, is it really top-down, but yes it is. It's going from the general to the specific. So, today I wanted to talk about d.tube, because I sort of mentioned it before. Yes, mentioned it before. And I've got gripes with d.tube. So, back in the day there was this other website, VidMe I think, that failed. They didn't end up being as successful as they thought. They wanted to have advertisers and it all didn't work out anyway. So, there is that. Well, whichever barrel will I pick, it's gonna blow up. So might as well just walk away. So it didn't pan out, but d.tube showed up and it was supposed to be working just based on pseudo currency. It's not pseudocurrency, what is it? Oh fucking go away. It's not pseudocurrency, it's why it stings in my thumb. Crypto, not pseudo, cryptocurrency. It was supposed to work on cryptocurrency, generating money by views, and other than the fact that in my case it didn't generate anything, it also ended up not being as, what would be the word, accessible as I hoped, as YouTube was, as VidMe was. So the issue is, was at least at some point, the d.tube worked well. It never really worked the way I wanted. Give me something that I can throw, because I'm running with bug bait and gravity gun. I'm getting hit by turrets all the time. At the very beginning I was able to just upload few very short clips up there, few minutes, and at the beginning you'd think that their servers were pretty much empty so they could afford taking bigger files, but no, they had some limit on either time or size either way. Oh shit, there's more turrets, that's not good. So it's size or time, or maybe combination of both, and I wasn't able to really update. Fuck. There's there and there, it's shit's all over the place. How do I blow it up? There was supposed to, yeah, there it is. There is gas being released in the kitchen, so an explosion should set it off. It did. There we go, but it did set off the gas, but it didn't matter because the turrets didn't fall over, and throwing bug bait at them is not gonna help. The grenade, I'm pretty sure the grenade eliminated the turret instead of getting the gas going. Well, it didn't work either way, the turrets are still up. And I have to figure out a way around, one way or the other. Right. And that's probably all the way around. So we're gonna have to go through here either way. Shit. Right. So it had limit on file size apparently, but then for some reason they changed it so that I was able to upload longer videos, which is to say not just my free samples but whole playthrough episodes, and that was cool. I like that. I mostly use other platforms as a file repository, you know, like way to secure the files, back them up, more like back them up. And So not only was it important for me that the site fucking works and I can upload the files, it was also important that they take the file and hold a separate file. Shit, another combine. Fucking hell, man. They take... no, it's the wrong throwable, actually. Take the file wholesale and host it. Just host another file there, instead of just having me, I don't know, copy it. We'll get to that, hopefully. Yeah, so I was able to upload the whole thing. But then again, they decided to change it. I guess they were really getting filled up on the things that they could store, because they're independent video sites, so they're rivaling. They're competing with, yeah, that would be the phrase. They're competing with YouTube, so obviously YouTube has an older position, a greater resource and pull, so you have to figure something out. And you know, at some point, eventually, it happened that this hole is open. There should be bugs coming out of here, but they're not. Of course they're not. Shit, don't get hit. Getting hit is weak, and we're not weak. We need to win. There you go. Now you appear here. Fucking lazy bugs. Oh, and the train. Can you hear the train? I can hear the train. Yeah, hit it. Yeah, get him. Yeah, get him. Yeah, show him who's boss. There you go. Fucking dumbass. It wasn't dead enough, so the AI had to attack the AI because it was still active. Shit. Fuck, throw it, come on. Oh, fucking hell. In the end I ended up just fucking essentially flashbanging myself. Well, no. It's really a pity that the theropod just breaks on contact. Sometimes I can really use that ricochet. I'm not getting it here. We're gonna be fighting another guardian here, I remember. Are these... yeah, these are broken out, so I can drop some supplies down there for my pleasure. Yeah. Mostly ammo, there's not gonna be health here. I can't take these packs with me. There won't be a way back, because we're going to the train station, remember? Alex said, I'll meet you at the train depot or station or something in Nova Prospect. And we're nearing that. So anyway, the story continues. The story is that at some point the videos were again stopped being able to be uploaded. But you know, if you're any viewer of my channel, you'd know that I'm uploading that I'm a Let's Player, and my videos are about half an hour long. Even though I wanted to, let's not get into that. They're usually about half an hour long. We're gonna need firepower. Half an hour long, so on one side it takes up space because it's, you know, half an hour, but then on the other maybe it could be done without a few megs here and there. Let them tank a few hits. That's a smart thing to do. Let the enemies kill each other. Third party, to use the terminology straight out of Apex Legends that I play so obsessively. The accessibility of free online multiplayer games and addictive nature of... Are you dead yet? Yep. No theropods of Myrmidont again. I think, yeah, addictiveness of free-to-play competitive gaming. Fuck. That's why it's nice to go back to single player and just do without. Just know that you're good enough because you're winning and progressing instead of getting across either someone who's trying to ruin your day or people who are seemingly on your team ruining your day. Anyway, yeah. So you could stack shit up there and use the resources again, but I guess we're gonna do the legitimate way of just progressing in the level. And there'll be that for us in the prison. Well, we're still in the prison. Still have... This is a cool section as well. I probably took a screenshot right now. This is a cool section as well, because there's this. And this is all weird. Look, we're in prison right now. Right? So there's these concrete walls and shit. So the prisoners can't escape. But there's also this crawling in, and there's whole mechanic of this. Somehow it works. Somehow this is a wall that stretches out from the citadel, the main building, the massive spire you could see at the beginning of the game, and it just picks up and moves forwards. And it moved forward into this. It broke through the walls and the ceiling, clearly, or roof. And it's here now. And it's just, from time to time, getting up and moving over to get you... to get more... Hear the noise? It's like it's starting right now. And gets up and just moves on. And there's that. Oh, and there's also a zombie and a commentary note. And it moves up, and it moved into the Nova Prospect, or whatever the prison was before. Sit down. And somehow it does something. Like, what a wall does is, you know, blocks one part of some of the area from the other, but also, and partitions it, but also it encroaches on the city around it. So it would seemingly destroy the buildings in a way, so it would make people not have place to live anymore. And for some reason there must have been a reason you conquered the civilization in here instead of eradicating it. So you want them to live somewhere. Why are you destroying their houses? Anyway, let's see what the node has to say, and if it touches on anything I just said.
When designing the Combine technology, the animators and artists at Valve worked together closely to create bridges, gates, and walls that had an interesting look, with highly detailed animations to match. One of the prime surviving examples is the Combine Wall, which advances through the city, destroying anything in its path.
Other than the commentary note being weirdly cut off, yes, it advances. Like I said, it walks forwards, and weirdly, look, this wall, it's supposed to be, like I said, partitioning areas and blocking one area from the other. This has so wide gaps, such wide gaps. I understand that Combine has a lot of alien forces that are bigger than the gaps in the wall, and also flying units, but even in here, I mean, they should maybe adapt it so that it can stop humans. We can go through here. Right, and talking about going, we gotta be going. Did we come from the top? Yeah, because we didn't see the zombie and that was like an ambush. And also there's all this trash here and we have to avoid it because in a moment the wall is gonna start coming. Yeah, that's sexual. See? Like this. It just gets up, stomps down and moves over. And there it is. And now you're closer to your own other section of the wall. And I should be looking for something to climb up, because it will kill me, and this is where we're going. Oh, headcrabs, fuck you. Let the wall kill you. And the wall, yeah, there it is. The wall encroaches here. So there's no coming back. You know, cutting off the sections of the level so we can't progress, and the game doesn't have to hold it in its memory. Good trick, I guess. And you have to make it so it's not contrived. Oh, fire burns. Who would have thought? Right, we're gonna leave the spectacle of walking walls and progress into the level, because we're doing pretty well when it comes to moving on. Yeah, and when it comes to d.tube, back to d.tube, a couple of people wanted to go there that I know about and sort of follow to some extent. Entanglement is the chapter's name. And yeah, here we are, more walls. It's very quiet here, which is interesting. You would expect some electronic, creepy music, but no, it's very quiet. And we're hunting rabbits, or something. Oh, it's about to happen. Shit, more plot. Did you see who that was? I did. It was Alex. Yes, we're here. Finally time to meet her.
The heads for all characters within Half-Life 2 are based on the heads of real people. Valve used individuals with striking looks, creating 3D models of their heads and using photos of their faces as textures. Alex's face was based on Jamil Mullen, who was also her body model. She did the motion capture for many of Alex's basic animations, such as running and jumping, which took several days. As useful as motion capture is, data points from an actor's motions need to be translated into the existing 3D models, and adjustments need to be made to ensure that animations can loop seamlessly and flow into each other.
Yeah, well, obviously. There is a gait and loop of your walk, but then again, at some point you stop, and it's not always at the same leg, so you have to do some coding magic. Anyway, Jared, Pro Jared, do you think you can get there again? Or try another take? Because I definitely heard you slurring it up. I'm excused because it's live commentary and you have the time to record your line. So fuck you. Fix it, son. Well, it's too late probably. But this mod is so old and like no one really releases patches for it, right? Anyway, we have to progress. Again, we just had the wall block off our progress and now we're dropping down to a place where we can't jump up. So there's another progress blockage, as if we really have that much more held in the computer's memory. Strange, actually, kinda. Oh, look, Alex, you did too. Yeah, stunning good looks. I'm talking about Gordon here. Here's a trick. You know how to direct players' attention, either by source of light or just movement. Throw a corpse down here. So you see what's going on up there, and there's Alex going on up there. How clever, right? Otherwise you could really miss it. Oh, and she'll be here now, and she'll be talking, and I'm trying to talk. Progress the game. Don't have standing around boring moments. Yeah, it wasn't easy. I'm willing to bet I had the worst way around to get here.
Let's get out of here.
Clutching that little necklace of yours that you've got there for some reason. Is it a memento from your mother or something like that? Or just a gift? Or is it just a tick? Maybe it's not significant that who is it from. Maybe it's just significant that it is on your neck and that's the way for you to relieve yourself from built up tension. Like fidgeting. You're fidgeting, yeah. Yeah, fidgeting. I'm gonna stop at that. Another elevator that could have broken back in the day.
It's captured and sends back information, but we don't have a complete picture of the place. The little
What I talked about.
all bad. Get ready.
Ah shit. I'd rather not. Problem with the shotgun is that it's usually not, at least in video games, not designed to really go far when it comes to projectile pattern entropy. It's not really designed to go far as a pattern when it comes to pattern entropy in real life, but give me a break, like 10 meters less. I've got this forward-facing eyes, but I'm not really that good at judging the numerical value of the distance. I need some practice, and most of my practice comes from video games, which is just pictures represented on 2D screen. So perspective is fucked. Oh, we're also supposed to, should we?
He's on the way. Let's go meet him.
We just pulled our dad over. Well, her dad, possibly our dad-in-law. How old are we? We're supposed to be Eli's age, and his daughter is hitting at us. We just look very young. I like that about myself. Also about Gordon too. Commentary note? Yeah,
These
commentary note.
prisoner pods were designed to intrigue the player. They are something seen throughout the game from the very beginning, but their real purpose isn't made clear until this point. Their design was finely tuned in order to spark curiosity within the player, allowing the player to form theories as to their use, without making the pod's purpose too obvious from the beginning.
The pods are weird, and we're gonna get to that eventually, to see how weirdly it operates. Oh man, it's really weird. So, maybe not a shotgun, but a pulse rifle that I like so much. What was I on about? d.tube, right. I'm not gonna finish that in this episode. We're supposed to be finishing right already. Go ahead, ladies first. Tank those bullets. I'm very comfortable not dying. Alright, that's nowhere near Apex Legends where you can just... What the shit? Where you can just stand around and just aim and shoot. So refreshing. Woman. Don't get in my way. Shit. Just reload, it's fine. I've got plenty of health, plenty of shields. They're dumb, I guess. They've got armor, but it's less effective than what I've got, clearly. Where are we going? Over there, I guess. Yeah. Follow the NPC that knows the way. She seems so well informed about a place that she's never been to. Neither have I, really. What's in here? Oh, it's the plasma round for the plasma grenade, essentially. That would be like from the underbarrel. Plot. Alright.
All right. Let me see if I can get this open.
Oh yeah, look. It's pretty weird. It looks like it's spring-loaded and it needs these mechanical arms to force it open. It's not like a casket with a lid that you just open, and any difficulty might come from the weight of the apparatus instead of like feeling like it's loaded.
We're here to get you out, Dad.
Never mind me. Save
No,
yourselves.
we're not leaving you.
We're too deep into this to save ourselves, and never mind you, man.
Where will you go?
I talked to Dr. Kleiner. His portal was almost working again.
Almost.
If he managed to repair it, we'll end up there. If he hasn't,
If, well.
we couldn't be any worse off.
It's not worth the risk, Alex. I can't lose you. Get out while you can.
We're not leaving here without you. That's final.
In this scene, you're the camera operator as well. Well, in every scene you are, because you have absolute freedom. Well,
I'm going to send
the door is locked behind us because otherwise we would miss out on plot.
goodbye, Dad.
And I'm ruining it with my talking.
I know you will.
Her fingers are also sitting. Yeah, this holding rack is fucking uncomfortable. Look at this. You're like squeezed into this narrowing conical fixture brace. Let's go with brace. Can you imagine how uncomfortable would that feel? Imagine yourself putting your hand into a too tight glass or like a cup. You know how your fingers don't feel nice and most of the pressure is localized on rings around your structures, around your fingers? Imagine that on your whole body when your arms are squeezed into your chest and you're essentially fucking suffocating because you're not standing on anything to relieve yourself, like as if you were nailed to a cross so you can try to rest on the nail in your feet. No, you're just squeezed down in there, choking, fucking and he doesn't feel much bothered, so the commentary now.
When viewing a movie, every camera
there we
shot
go.
is predetermined, and as
Like
a
I said,
consequence, each scene will be seen from the same angle every time. In the best movies, every shot is selected to clearly showcase the actors' performances, the set design, and the lighting. In Half-Life 2, however, the camera's position and angle are essentially complete unknowns to the developers. Therefore, the game's cinematic sequences have to be able to look good and be clear from every angle. This means that small and discrete dramatic movements are replaced with broad gestures. As one could imagine, this could sometimes lessen the dramatic pretext of the original performance. Lighting is an issue as well, because characters also have to be lit in a way that looks good from any angle. Sometimes the in-world lighting will work for this, but in other instances, invisible lights have to be suspended in space for the proper look to be achieved. While neither of these design decisions are optimal, trade-offs often have to be made in order to give complete control to the player at all times.
Yeah, with the lighting, I think the issue is you kind of expect, I don't know, you kind of expect this movie reality from the movie and then from the reality, but if you're in reality and you don't really have much experience with this fictional portrayal of reality, things seem different. Like, first thing, obviously, out of the bat, is that there is no music in your life, so there is no dramatic underscore with tones or sounds in your life. There is no soundtrack to that. But, you know, when you enter a poorly lit room, you expect things to be poorly lit. And it's not like, it's so poorly lit, if only I could see them in a better light so that the scene can be dramatically enhanced. You're not really thinking that. You kind of experience the reality to work the real way. But when you got this fictional universe, they expect you to expect them to make it cinematic. Like, right? Simple fucking example would be like Minecraft or anything where you have to put in your own light.
And try to patch into your suit radio.
Okay. Gladly. I'd love to not hear from you often. How about a kiss for good luck? No? Okay, fucking NPC. Maybe in Half-Life 3 episode 3. Also, I hate her hair. Did I comment on her hair before? It's like black hair, but there are these red streaks for some reason. Is it that your dye ran out? Is that deliberate? Is it like just that you ran out? And it's like everything else washed off other than these streaks? I don't know. Okay. I was hoping you wouldn't be talking. That's why you're staying behind, but... oh shit. Good thing it's not opened. At least to the full extent. How about... There we go. Will I be able to... No, I won't be able to. You know, somewhat I expected there to be a grenade indicator like in Apex Legends. Wonder why would that be? Old habits die hard, I guess. Or getting used to things. Anyway, I've got stories to tell in very little time. What was here? Pistol ammo? Why the fuck did I waste a grenade on the head crab? I'm really low on this.
Hey, it worked.
Unfortunately.
See what I can do to clear the way for you. Keep an eye out for Mossman. I'll get my dad through the prison as far as I can, then I'll catch up with you.
Sure thing. Oh yeah, also here we won't be using this too much of our bugs help, because there are no holes here. Or have I spoken too soon? This looks like it might burst from here.
Hang on, I'll see if I can figure out how to get that gate open.
Yeah, so the d.tube story is at some point I stopped being able to yeah, it doesn't burst. I stopped being able to upload my videos. So looked around, finally eventually joined our Discord, hoping for direct help in the issue. Of course, as usual, the help is mostly run by community, so they can't tell me what's wrong if they don't have the code to just look and tell me. And eventually, after many iterations of this shit working and not... Oh, hey. There is supplies here. I don't remember if I remember about this. I guess I've noticed. You can also get some drinks. So eventually I got to talk with one of the admins or developers of the site. And listen to this. After the iterations of this not working, then working again, because they fixed it without my knowledge, like without my input essentially, going through their iterative process of developing the site. And I got to talk to him, and one of the questions, I tell him I can't upload the file, and he asks me, why would that be? Do you get the irony? Because I sure fucking do. Shit. Yeah, shit, good. I didn't get hit, did I? I wasn't paying attention to my health bar. That wasn't very important. It's not like they deal a lot of damage. Right. So he tells me, he asks me, the user, the administrator and developer, asks me, the user, why isn't his site working? Well, I didn't have an answer for him, so I told him, aren't you supposed to know that? Like, you're the fucking dev here. You tell me. That's probably the words I used. You tell me. Oh, I hope that great would trigger the trip mine. But of course, no dice. Also, the mine is underneath me, so hopefully the explosion will go all around me. Oh, this one at least caught fire, because it was an incendiary mine. Oh, dude! You stay where you were. You were doing better before. Fortunately, the AI isn't too good at aiming at spots, because they're... shit. Aiming at your position, they're not taking into consideration the obstacles in a way. Yeah, that's why you can juke all those fuckers easily. Oh, hey. I should be able to get in there eventually. One way or the other. Yeah, I want ammo from there, or whatever it is there. Yeah, you do your thing. I'll just squeeze in the rest of what I've got to say. Shit, I'm running out of ammo for my best favorite weapon. Maybe use Wingman, which is just 357 Don't worry about that. Maybe I will. So he asks me why isn't his site working? Why can't I upload the video? So I don't know. I gave him. Ah, shit. So I give him every information I can think about, the length of my video, the size of my video, and he says, "Yeah, we changed it. We made it so that you only can upload videos that are like 10 minutes long." And I'm asking, why the fuck did you change it? It worked fine before. I was able to upload like 30, maybe even longer videos to d.tube wholesale, and now you changed it? I'm supposed to upload low quality or short videos? And he tells me, yeah, our site was generally supposed to be a vlogger site where people do whatever vloggers do. So yeah, they easily are holding or staying in the 10-minute long video limit. I was supposed to grenade them, that's why there was a whole bucket of grenades over there, but I just charged in and got hit only a little bit. Yeah, just bull rush in and hope for the best. It's not like the game is hard. Right. Oh shit. How many Hersons can you tank? I mean, on one hand, you really die easily compared to Gordon, but on the other, you should be dying easier when I've got when I'm shooting you in the brain. Oh, maybe that's the other reason to have a bucket of grenades here. You're supposed to throw one in and have it blow the plug off. It never happens with anything else, I don't think, unless the situation is telegraphed this well. Because, you know, like I said, it's not that you can throw a grenade anywhere else to have that happen. It's like a one-off puzzle, so there isn't any previous experience to work on for you to figure it out. You really need to connect the dots. And for when I faced this problem for the first time, I think connecting the dots was a little bit more difficult than I made it look with the solution. Yeah, at least I remembered it. Ah, shit. Alright, I'm supposed to throw a grenade because I still have access to a few. I still got hit. Might as well not have worked. I mean, it didn't matter. Yeah. Right, so top it off and fuck off. What are we doing? Collecting shit. There should be G-Man here somewhere, maybe? Eventually. We'll find one eventually. Again. One, as if there's more than one G-Man in the game. At any given time. Yeah. So here, yeah. So he says that the videos are supposed to be shorter and smaller. And, you know, people have had issues with that, so he ended up putting it up to 20 minutes limit.
Looks like it's still occupied.
Oh, that's not good. 20 minutes limit. So I'm still below, I mean, above the limit. So fuck me in the ass. I'm still not uploading my video. But he says that they implemented another solution. They implemented a solution where you can not so much.
Soldiers heading your way.
Oh shit. The solution is that you don't.
There should be some combine turrets.
We're gonna stop here. And I'm gonna continue later because it's I might be going over 30 minutes, but I'm usually not going over 40. So there's that. So he said there's another solution they've been working on. You can pretty much embed your videos from YouTube on d.tube, and they will work on d.tube, and there's that. But that really, I didn't really like that. That really made it so I don't have the backup file sort of thing that I had with VidMe and before with d.tube. So I begrudgingly used that, but no more. And I'll continue that story in the next episode. Thanks for sticking with me this long, because, again, just keep on talking, dude. Keep on talking. And see you next time when we play more games for free. Share this, subscribe, and watch other things.